Good day, Mog Senior High School, and welcome to our virtual conference on reading for humanities and social sciences students and general academic strand students. Welcome to school year 2021 and 2022 to our school principal, Dr. Abdon Bakayana, and of course to our school head for senior high school, our OIC, Sir Norven Pailan. I am Sir Glenn Cadiz Arendilla of Mog Senior High School, and today my topic is online reading tips for reading on screen. Okay, I got this from here, Lumen Development English, Introduction to College Composition, Reading Specialized Reading Strategies. Now let's begin. Even if you take primarily face-to-face in college, you'll likely find that significant amount of reading you'll have to do in college comes from online sources. Not just in college, but in all of our levels here in the Philippines, especially in senior high school. Okay, you come across with articles on the web, online library databases, e-books. The academic reading process of previewing, active reading, summarizing, and reviewing can be used to read these online materials, just like any other text. However, effective online reading takes time and practice, and you need to carefully consider your approach. Read on for the list of tips that can help you successfully complete your online reading. So there are different tips that will help you to be an effective online reader. Okay, first, eliminate distractions to maintain focus. In addition to the usual distractions found in a space like people, cell phones, and televisions, online readers can be easily distracted by computer features like games, instant messaging, and Facebook. I know you can relate. Shut these programs off and make sure your environment stays focused. You can even download tools to block programs that might cause distractions for a set period of time to help you maintain your willpower. It is in our determination to eliminate these distractions. Okay? Next, set a time limit. Reading from a computer screen can cause eye strain, so plan to read for shorter periods of time. For example, read for about 30 minutes and then take a 10-minute break away from your monitor. Use this time to think about what you just read and identify the key points or themes. You don't need to be online reading the entire day. Set the time. Make sure that you don't abuse your eyes because it's the most important thing in reading. Okay? Next, identify why you are reading. Perhaps you are looking for sources of information for an assignment or paper. Maybe you need some background information on a topic, or possibly you need to learn specific subject matter for your course. Knowing why you are reading will help you decide exactly what strategies you use or you should use. Choose strategy based on your learning purpose. Okay? Why you are reading. The very main purpose why you are reading online in a setup in senior high school is to learn. Okay? To learn and then later on answer questions or tests. If you are clear on your purpose but do not have study guide or assignment to guide your reading, if you are clear on your purpose but do not have a study guide or assignment to guide your reading, you may find it helpful to generate some personal study questions to focus your efforts. For instance, if you were studying interpersonal communication in the criminal justice field, you could ask what are the three important interpersonal communication skills. We will discuss this also in oral communication. Why are they important? How can these skills be developed? Record these questions in your notes and refer to them as you read. Okay? So always ask why you are reading. Okay? Motivate yourself why you are reading. Next, consider saving the document you are reading in a form you can manipulate. After evaluating the document you plan to read, save it to your personal files. This allows you to highlight key ideas or make summary notes in the margins of documents itself. These markings can then be transferred later in your own notes. Now make sure, since we are researching online, make sure you save documents, okay, to save time, especially in our stand or in our situation here in the Philippines. Most of us are using data in cell phones. So if you want to save your data in cell phones, then do the research, save, do the research, save, and then off your data so that you can save also your data. Like, another thing is you can also use screenshots in your phones or your laptop, so that um, later on, if you're offline, then you can read all those stuff that you saved or in your screenshots. Okay, so again, consider saving the documents you are reading in a form that you can manipulate. I know the most convenient one now for us, do the screenshots. I know, but make sure you really recognize those sources. Next, preview before you read. Previewing the title, headings, and subheadings of documents will give you better sense of its content and organization, as well as you make aware of what you already know about the topic. You can then make an information choice about or informed choice about whether or not the material suits your purpose, which sections of the materials you should read, how thoroughly you should read to accomplish your purpose. Again, before reading, make sure you do the preview to save time. Okay, it's just I should not do like you found a 5 page article and then you read it, and then later on you found out that after that long 5 page, there's nothing in that article that is important in your research, so you wasted your time. That's why you do previewing, save. You do previewing, save. If they are important, then save. If they are not important, then next. Okay? Thank you. Next. Anyway, let's go. Next is get prepared to take notes. Whether you choose to use paper or computer program, it is important to record important ideas or future references. Have paper and pen readily available or open a blank Word document so you are prepared to take notes once you start reading. Yes, um, even the most expert in the field still take notes. All right? It is non-negotiable. When we do read, we take note. When we research, we take note. All right? So whatever things we do, we take note. That's why taking down notes, record important information on your note paper or in your Word document. Note taking helps you understand ideas and ensure you have the material for later reference. Be sure to record ideas in point form and in your own words and experiment with different note taking strategies to find one that suits you. The most important thing about taking down notes is you can always review things that you don't understand. At the same time, when it comes to examination, then you have a note to review. Okay? It's easier. If you don't take notes, the hardest part is when you ask for a note from your classmates, but since they have their own strategy, maybe you cannot understand what they have taken note. Okay? Read difficult materials out loud. Sometimes it is helpful to hear what you're reading, especially if the material is complex or difficult to understand. Study in space where you can read aloud to yourself. Alternatively, you can ask a friend or a family member to review complex material with you. When two people look at information together, they can usually make sense of difficult materials. Okay, since you have your home learning space there in your respective home, then you do this one. Okay, there are people who can read aloud, and it's for better comprehension, or sometimes people are just reading quietly. So it's up to you, whatever strategies. But this is one of the strategies that you can do if you want more, or you can have more development on comprehension. And it's easy, and it would be better since you are in your own home. You have your family members there. If they're free, then they can help. Alright, so in conclusion, an immense amount of online resources are available to you. By using effective strategies and following the above suggestions, you will increase your chances of successfully accomplishing your reading task. Alright, so take note of all those tips, and again, be very careful in reading online because there are fake news, fake articles, fake information. So be wise in reading, be intelligent, right? So that you will not be misinformed. And that's all. Thank you very much. This has been Glenn Cadiz Arendilla. Welcome again to school year 2021-2022. Thank you and mabuhay.